What's up, productive people? Zeemzilla here, and today we're going to be talking about 7 habits of highly effective people. Now, if you're familiar with this book, it's a famous book that encourages people to develop 7 skills that will benefit them greatly in their life. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Habit number 1 is to be proactive. So, being proactive means to take responsibility for your being. No one's coming to save you in this life. Everything is on you. It is your responsibility to achieve the goals and accomplish things that you desire in your life. If you look at the word responsible, if you break it down, it means that you are able to respond. So accept personal responsibility and do what needs to be done. Habit 2 of highly effective people is to begin with the end in mind. This simply boils down to having a goal in life. Some people call it a north vision, but to have a goal in life will lead you in a certain direction. You cannot explore life like aimlessly, just like trying to find yourself, because here's a secret, guys. You don't find yourself, you make yourself. And you make yourself by developing habits such as the ones that I'm sharing with you that will increase your productivity so that you can achieve goals. You're not going to get to where you want to by just wishing and hoping that some miracle falls into your lap. You have to get up, go out, and take action. So the third habit of highly effective people is to prioritize things. You want to put first things first. Things that matter most must never be at the mercy of things that matter least. So what does this mean? This means that you need to sit down and define what goals you want, what roles you have in life. So like if you're a student, if you're a YouTuber, if you have different responsibilities, you need to figure out your roles and your goals, and you need to prioritize around those things. Once you prioritize, you will know how to effectively use your time. People waste a lot of time throughout the day because they don't have a schedule. You need to create a successful schedule to follow so that you can continuously enrich your personal being. Otherwise, you'll just walk around lost, being a victim of life. So those first 3 habits that I just discussed were the habits of independence. Those habits will help you work on yourself as a person. Those are very important. Those are very important because you need to be independent before you can be interdependent. So the first 3 habits, focus on yourself, being independent, and the next 4 habits, which I will discuss, will help you become interdependent. So that's like working with other people. All right, guys, so the next habit is to think win-win. What this means is whenever you're working with someone, you want to try to come to a final outcome that benefits the both of you. Thinking win-win, think of how can I help this person and at the same time help myself. That's very important because instead of butting heads with the person, you two could be working together to accomplish a goal. So the next habit, habit 5, is to first seek to understand before trying to be understood. Now, this could save lots of you lots of time and could help avoid a lot of arguments, because whenever people are arguing, they just want to be heard. So it is up to you to be the productive person and to first listen with your 2 ears and not use your 1 mouth until you fully understand the situation, because most of the time people just want to be heard. When you hear that person and you understand where they are coming from, first seeking to understand, then you can seek to be understood by that person by explaining your plight or whatever. This simple habit will go a long way because it will help you become an effective listener as well as an effective communicator. So the next habit is habit number 6, which is to be synergistic. So when you're around a group of people, you are a lot more creative than if you were alone. So habit 6 is basically saying to utilize groups for creative projects and creative thinking. So like, if you guys want to utilize someone that has a different skill than you, that can also at the same time bring value to whatever project you're working on, that's where habit 6 kicks in, which is to be synergistic. So the last habit on our list is habit number 7, which is to sharpen the saw. Now, what this habit basically means is to consistently and persistently practice the previous 6 habits throughout your daily lives. So this habit offers 4 dimensions of personal self-renewal. They are physical, mental, spiritual, and social. These are 4 areas that you can always improve in. So habit 7 is literally telling you to seek out improvement in these 4 areas on a daily basis. The most important investment that you guys can make is in yourself. And these 4 areas will cover lots of ground. Take these habits seriously. Some examples of sharpening the saw would be like practicing the previous 6 habits. And so it offers a concept of a daily private victory. Now, a daily private victory is when you commit some sort of improvement in those 4 dimensions that I just mentioned. So physical, spiritual, mental, and social. So like an example of a daily private victory for physical could be doing 10 push-ups like every day, which is nothing, you know. One for social could be like saying hello to a stranger or just talking with friends or family. One for the mental would be mental aspects, things that require you to think, like writing out a schedule, like writing raps, writing poetry, anything that forces you to use your brain. And spiritual would be in terms of like meditation, you know, thinking, reflecting on how your day was, like anything pertaining to that type of thing. So I just covered the 7 habits of highly effective people. It's actually a book. I'll leave the link to it in the description because it's a very effective book. It's in the title. I suggest you guys read it. And lastly, if you guys like today's video, if you guys found anything valuable from it, I'd appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have any questions, leave them below. I'm Zeemzilla, and I'm out. Peace.